because I got recently asked how would rank the Veins of Evil aspect, I would just go ahead and do so. Meanwhile, I'm rendering, so I haven't do anything else, and I can't use my PC anyways. So yeah, just for the S tier, those are the must picks. You can't go wrong with them unless you have very specific game plan. The A tier are really fucking good aspects. The B tier are really good aspects. The C tier are situational aspects. The D tier are like, okay, you can do it. And the trash tier is obviously trash. So let's start right in. The Beast then. It's clear S tier. It's 3 units. Has Skarks. Has Ockley. Ockley has stun. Skarks have a ton of HP. You can blood money them. Get your Sentinel out early. Mess on them. Great units. And then the Archive. S tier. Unless you're in for some sort of rush, but you need an Archive. Otherwise, you can't really get any other aspects. So, yeah. Now, the barracks. Oh, Jesus. Well, whatever. I'll keep that in. The barracks. Yeah. A tier, because you don't really need it, but you should. You should use it most of the time to train your cultists. But there are quite some strats where it isn't needed. So, yeah, I'll put it in A tier, even though you should most likely use it. Same for the Foundry. It's awesome to have the bombards available. Chunders are tanks, have debuffs. They're great units, but you do not always need them. But if you have them, it's most of the time better to have them. Yeah, next, first spell, Prophecy. Not an S tier, not A tier. B tier, I mean, Nah, I'll put it in C tier. I mean, it's nice to scout out your creatures or your opponent, how many creatures he has, where to go, what to expect, but you don't need it. So next up, Conduit S tier. Clearly cheap. You get such a good boost out of your Wookers. S tier all the way. Same for Obey. It's just mana, and you basically just spam it onto your cultists, train them, make them more efficient, use them on your Wookers to claim something faster. Great tool. So the Tavern. I mean, it's not bad. You need it, kinda. I'm thinking about putting it into B tier because it's required, but isn't it really needed? I'm not sure. I put it in B tier because it's somewhat required for stronger units. So, the Bone Chiller. It isn't used that much, but it's definitely good. And I think it deserves B tier. Not C, but B, because it can freeze quite a large area. Also, good counter or somewhat decent counter against Ember Demons. Solid pick. Very good against Mass Assembly, which is one of the strongest strategies you can actually play, but it's risky. Either way, Blade Lotus. I mean, it's not trash, but D tier. I mean, yeah, sure, you can use it. It's tanky, it's better than a door. But I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, sure, you can work around it, and it has some knockback, which is good, which I actually used in the finals and made me actually win the finals. So, yeah, still D tier, close to trash. So, Shackle. Shackle is amazing. I don't know if I should put it into A tier, but it isn't that good, but it's still really fucking good. So I'll put it in B tier. It's just when you see some defensive gargoyles, bone chiller, shackle, good to go. Just locks a little bit of mana, but whatever, temporary. And a rage. I mean, it's situational. You can buff your buffers for great output. It costs quite a lot of mana if you put it on many buffers, but overall it's actually quite cheap. I think C tier is a good fit. Yeah, let's keep it to C tier because it's quite a good utility. And now the first room. I mean, it opens up assembly, which is really good, which makes it somewhat of an A tier. But all the other retools are not as good. I think I put it in B. Yeah, I put it in B, even though retools are amazing. The Sanctuary in itself is good. Yeah, just good. Oh, yeah, clear A tier. I mean, it's not a must pick, but it's so freaking good. Woogalot is so massively, not it's OP, but it's so fucking good. You can summon Archons so quickly. You can just get into endgame so quickly. You can train with Woogalot. You can boost your Ogre Bootcamp. Woogalot is amazing. And yeah, Hellfire. I would love to put it in S tier because it's so good. It's so good. Should I put it in S tier? But it's not the must pick. It's not the must pick, but it's so fucking good. It's A plus. Let's say so. A plus. Forge. Forge A. I mean, you can't go wrong with Forge, actually. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Forge. It's not always used. It's not as good as the Alchemy Lab, don't get me wrong. But I mean, it's like Shackle somewhat. Yeah, let's put it in B tier. Even though A, not sure. Let's see. Perhaps later on I'll decide if Forge should go up or not. Yeah, let's stick it to B for now. Portcullis. It's not trash, and it's somewhat on the same level as the Blade Lotus. Yeah, because that's the only door you can put on where there's no walls on the side. But then you have replacement doors, and that's cheap, and you get it for free and all. It's just good if you want to box in your opponent and want to troll him, or for the achievement on level 10. But beside of that, I mean, we have other things which have no use whatsoever. Let's leave it at D. Yeah, I think that's good. So benches. Benches are cool. But they're not as good as Forge. But even though they can damage enemy creatures, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Are they B or C? I think they are C tier. They're similar like Enrage and Prophecy. Yeah, I think that's good. So, Underminers, clear S tier. Easy, cheap, quick to deploy, great utility. You can't go wrong with it. It's so amazingly good. And yeah. So next, the arena. I don't think so. Nah. C tier, yeah. I think it's a good fit. You can train your beasts. I mean, having your beast trained up is really good, but beast masters, do they deserve B? Yeah, let's do it. Get them into the B tier because you need to train your beasts. This room's barely visible in B. But yeah, whatever. Everest. Everest is also amazing. Yeah, A tier. You can't go wrong with it. Easy, cheap way to generate gold. Awesome. So, Prospector for multiplayer trash. You don't even need to see it. It's so bad. Yeah. It has no real use in multiplayer. So, trash tier. Transmutation. I would put it usually into D tier or C tier. But I'm also thinking if I should put it in B tier simply because it can count mass assembly. And it's also a good way to generate gold. And just to have transmutation as a backup for mass assembly. Think could make it into B tier, but nah, I'll put in C tier. It's similar on that level. Oh, I haven't those tier lists aren't that well colored with those rooms. Either way, yeah, workload, clear S tier. You can't go wrong. It's so freaking good. Like I said, yeah, S tier. Enough said. Garrison, I would say A tier. I would have used it into B tier, but you can use the garrison as an aggressive structure, which Weber never liked to do. He put like a garrison in the front, activated it once, and then spammed some defense, and it was so hard to break. And it was a real threat because he was locking down an area just because with an aggressive garrison, and that's amazing. Also, augurs are the strongest intelligent unit you can attract out of the portal. The augur boot camp, amazing. It's not S tier because it's not a must pick, but it's close. It's A plus, like the alchemy lab. Yeah. So then Orgrim Wall. It's not A tier because there is the replacement is which is cheap but takes longer to deploy. Orgrim Wall is really strong. I mean, a C tier, I think that would fit because you need it if you want to turtle and really want to sit down there with garrison in behind. It's really hard to breach, and it's really quick to deploy. Like 2 defense parts, bam, and it's there. You don't need walkers. I really do like them, but yeah, that's why not D tier. Infernal Urn. It's very situational. If there are Ember Demons, it's really good. It's such a good counter to Ember Demons, but it's costly and you always need defense parts. Yeah, I think it's worse just because Ember Demons are so OP. So, Outpost. Outpost. Yeah, I mean, are they S tier or A plus? I really love my Outpost. Like you can do so much damage with them. Like you dig out an area within your opponent's dungeon, place an outpost, placing conduit, and you do so much damage with just walkers. You place down defenses. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. But I'm not sure if it's a must pick. I mean, there are some other utilities which are better. Yeah, I think I'll do it as an A plus. Yeah, A plus. So we pretty much have A plus there as well. So except of average, it's just an A. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So Outpost. Haste. Haste is a really fun potion. Good utility, but situational. Really fun with benches. I love how benches bug out with haste. And you can really easy just use haste. And if your opponent hasn't close to stanchion hard, or you just use Armageddon and then use haste, go into the stanchion hard, snipe it off, even though you know you have with creature. Good ways to snipe it off. But is it as good? Nah, it deserves C tier. It has use, but it's situational. So, Jesus, come on. No. Yeah, Mining Fast, I don't even know how it's called. Is it useless? There's so many better ways to breach, and it takes time. Yeah, nah, let's put it in trash tier. I think I just used this twice. Just because I want to see, because I had a Besiege shrine, and it's called Besiege, actually. Yeah. And I cast because I had so good cultists and was just a fun match. But beside of that, nah, it's trash. I don't see myself actually using it. So Shockwave. Shockwave is amazing. It actually stunned clear S tier. It's totally underrated, not just at lava, but you can shockwave your opponent's Archon towards your ground. The enemy creatures are stunned. Then you put down a door if he's locked in a corridor, or put quick freeze there. He's separated. Great tool to separate creatures and this stun. It's amazing. Not an S tier, but A plus or A. So now the crypt. I personally don't like this. It's D tier, yeah. Necromancers are good creatures, but they need to be leveled up. Otherwise, they are quite bad, to be honest. D tier for me. Some put it perhaps in C tier. Great. Yeah. Symbiotics with Uprising. But yeah. Oh, synergies. That's the word. But beside of that, I don't see myself using the crypt. Prison. Prison is far better. It's not situational. It's a solid pick. Yeah, it's a solid pick. Prison, you can't do much wrong with it. You can use this prisoner for blood money to get spirits, to convert them. Yeah, or as training, or actually also as food for the tavern to get more. So with the tavern, if you put an enemy creature into your roster, the XP you get from that creature gets into that food. So your creatures get more XP by just eating in the tavern, but they would need to eat in the tavern. But that's how you can boost your boot camp training. So yeah, I think they have a synergy, the tavern at the prison. Blood money, also great synergy with prison, but in my opinion, A tier. You don't need to use it on your own creatures, but I always use it on my prisoners. Free money, good money, and also for mass assembly on a low eco map. Awesome. You start with Skarks, you have a good army. Your blood money, all your Skarks, you have tons of sentinels here. Great. Awesome. Love it. So, Fortify. Is it B tier? I think it's good, but yeah, situational. Most of the time, your walkers can just do it, but sometimes I just like to use it. Quick freeze. Not A tier, but definitely B tier. Great counter against Ember Demons. Good tool to separate. Even a good tool to shield your dungeon heart from haste, for example. Or what else? Good for separating, shielding your dungeon heart, and good to get rid of your opponent's Ember Demons. Yeah, I think that's it. The only downside is you can't use it all the time on the same ground. I really dislike this mechanic, but the devs meant, yeah, it's too good. Either way, Annex S tier, clear S tier is too good. A simple spell, cheap, you can go so fast. If there's some ground, clear S tier. Love it. Nothing say against it. Yeah, but I can see why some people don't like it because your walkers can also climb ground. But for me, it's just pure gold. Yeah, for me, it's an S tier. I see that some people can put in A tier, perhaps even in B tier, but for me, S tier. Love Annex. Moongate. I mean, you can do so much good about it with Uprising, with Ember Demons, and just getting your creatures into safety, creating a Ember Chamber. Is it really needed? No, but it's A tier. It's A plus because it opens up so much. Yeah, it takes a long time to build up, and it's costly. It lacks a little bit of mana, but it's really fucking good. Moongate. Yeah. And so, Overdrive, or how it's called. I mean, I really do like it. I don't use it. I don't know. I like the being able to spam healing or lightning or something else. But I think it's just me being lazy researching it. But I think as a utility in itself, it's solid B tier, if not even A. But it's just like, okay, it's not as good as Everest. It's more for combat. But then, those are as good. Nah, Overdrive is a little bit better. So, Magical Meat, A tier. Oh, S tier? Is it S tier? Yeah, it's S tier. Because even though it got heavily nerfed, like it only heals a percentage of the needs, like I think 15 or 20, it's just so good to let your creatures stay in combat or focus on walking. It's so good. It's so good. It's similar to Obey, in my opinion. That's why I'm putting it into S tier. You don't really need it, but if I have the option, I'll take it. You can microfeed your creatures with micro piglets, but yeah, no, I'll take it. Storm Vortex, not Storm Vortex, the Gold Vortex. I think it's not trash, but there's some edge cases. Some edge cases like the Blade Lotus and the Portcullis where I use it. But I don't see myself using it that much. Yeah, on Gold Trans, perhaps on Border War. But yeah. Either way, Spirit Walkers, S tier or A tier, I'm not sure. I mean, Spirit Walkers are amazing. I think I'll put them into S tier. But they aren't as good as Walkalot. A plus. I think they are A plus. Yeah. They're A plus, definitely. So Wisdom Juice. I really do like Wisdom Juice. It's really costly and this only train one creature. I mean, I usually do not train that many creatures that high up, but when I do, I use Wisdom Juice quite a lot, which is pretty amazing. But when do I need high level creatures? I don't need them too often. Yeah, good, but I think C tier. I really love my Wisdom Juice. Amazing. Stonebridge. Not the Veins of Evil at all. So Stonebridge now. Yeah, D tier. I mean, you need it when there's lava. And you can put defenses on top of them. But usually no, let's put it there. You don't really need it that often. It's nice to have. Yeah, I think it's a nice to have. And when it's required, it's required. And yeah, D tier, I think it fits here. It's not as good as those. So Gargoyle S tier. For me personally, it won me quite some matches, I swear. I lost so many matches just because of Gargoyles. I just placed 2 or 3 downs. I locked down such a huge area. I was even a Titan down and I demolished an army with no Titan just because I had 3 Gargoyles here. It was amazing. It was really amazing. S tier, clearly. So, Meter Store, trash. There's no use whatsoever for Meter Store. I can't see myself ever using it. I have no clue why it's even here. But yeah. So, yeah, Alchemine, DT. It's just here to store my potion, that's all. As a defense, no need. So, but Hellfire Potion, A tier or S tier? I would say S tier because it damages quite a huge area and that even enemy creatures. You can use it to breach. Great tool. It's also not too expensive. It's quite expensive. Not quite expensive. It's a little bit expensive, but not too expensive. S tier for me. S tier. Volcanic Bridge. Here you go. D tier. Join your brother. I like it on Border War because There's Sacred Earth, where you can't build bridges or climb something here. That's why you want to have an outpost there. But either way, you can make a bridge for your Ember Demons, so your Ember Demons can cross that water a little bit faster. But it's so situational. It's barely used. I think, yeah. It fits in D tier. Ember Demons S tier. They're just OP. That's it. Great harassment, great scouts, good DPS when they die because massive AoE damage, meat shielding. You have even comeback potential. I love it. Even though I think they should have got nerfed. So, Uprising. I think in itself it's a really awesome retool. But it's not A tier, it's B tier. Perhaps even C tier, but for that I love this retool too much. But you need a crypt and need bodies in here. And then you need to survive and also do that. And I can't see myself, but the retool in itself is amazing. It's really amazing. So, Monolith. I don't know if it's an S tier, but it's pretty close. Let's see how I feel. S tier. Nah, it's not as good as Ember Demons or the others, but it's really amazing. It's A plus as well. Like, yeah, on Border, that's a map I love to play. But perhaps I'm just biased because I created it. But there are also other maps where you have your monolith mine a bunch of gold. You can steal gold, even though I haven't done that too often. I've done it though, but it makes the engagement so much more risky for you and your opponent. Like, you place down a monolith, you have your defenses here, and it will hurt your opponent to engage there because it always feeds you. Like, one creature dies, he's permanently gone. And every beast you die, it will just feed you. And that's so amazing. I love it. And then when the fight is over, you click on it, it's gone, place a new one. Amazing. Fucking love it. So, then now, Mr. Hanky. I don't know. He isn't trash. He's quite situational. I like him because of its stun, similar to the Bone Chiller, but it doesn't destroy the Ember Demons. He's tanky. It isn't so good. I think he's D tier. He isn't as bad as those two, but he's very situational. He's more useful because of that stun. Is he useful like those? Close. I think I do him at this service. He needs to be C tier. He isn't a D tier. He's a C tier because of that stun. And he provides still quite some utility by tanking so much damage. If you have it, great. Wisdom Tooth is something I prefer more, or Transmutation. But yeah, I think it's deserved. Assembly. A tier, just because of mass assembly. Or is it A tier? I mean, mass assembly is the late game strat. I'm not sure. Should I use assembly here or at A? But beside of mass assembly, when do I use assembly for? I think it's just because of mass assembly, it's A tier. And yeah. Oh wow, I totally forgot and skipped quite some. I also skipped the Sentinels. Yeah, Sentinels, they go hand in hand. A tier. Wouldn't put them in S tier because when I just want to have a few Sentinels, I never have a lot of Sentinels, only when I go for mass assembly. Only have a few, and that's all. So, the protection thing, I forgot the name. Barricade? No, it's something else. It's amazing. It's good. Yeah, I kind of like it. Do I have defenses up? I think when I want to settle down, it's quite good. It's quite hard to defeat, good to repair, easy to repair. I like it, B tier. So, yeah, that's S tier. Forge plus S tier. If you have a Forge Plus, you can't go wrong. you have 6 defense parts on 1 forge prop. That's freaking good. So training plus D tier. I mean, if I don't have anything else to unlock, yeah, sure. I go with the barracks plus, especially when I don't have to do much. It's not trash, but I'll use it. The torture room. The torture room. I think the synergy with the prison is quite good. The amount of support or extra firepower you get. And also if there's an empire fortress there or some empire units, you can harvest them. It's too good here. Also you can burn your creatures to level them up. But yeah. So, and now it's also a great synergy with the torture chamber. Witch doctors are quite good, but not that good. They have revive spell, which is awesome. But nah, they go to D tier. Sometimes, yeah. At a few strats, I use it. Especially with a vampire rush. Yeah, sure. I'll take them. So, library plus, trash tier. I use everything else but that. So, beastum plus, S tier. Yeah, what should I say? Buffers, they're amazing. Shadows are even good. Good stun, tanky. Yeah, great. It's same with the Beastin Plus. So Revelation, there's a bug where you permanently reveal your opponent's area. It's really nice. It's really nice, but not that nice. I'll put it in B tier because I can also use Prophecy. It's a really good spell. I could use Prophecy. Should I exchange it with Prophecy? I mean, sometimes I really need to know. Yeah, I put Prophecy up here. And so. And this one goes here into C tier. Yeah, just because Prophecy is so cheap. So, next one on the list. I think I haven't missed anything yet. Okay, so trash, never used it. I don't see myself ever using it. I don't know. Yeah. I guess there's some comeback potential, but I don't know. The radius is amazing, that's true, but eh. So Armageddon, it really was a really good spell. And I think it goes to C tier or D tier. I think D tier. Just at a rare occasion, I just unlock it when I need it. And when I prepare some strats, but beside of that, usually you want to be safe. You creep forward and forward. Armageddon hasn't much place there. Yeah. I think haste is better used most of the time. That's really situational. Sometimes it's good to free your Titan, but when do you have time when your Titan gets worm hold? Nah. So S tier. I skipped one, but yeah, Mana Vault is S tier. You can't go wrong. You can't even max your mana without Mana Vault, and you max it out so much faster with Mana Vault. It's amazing. If you have to sell it, sell it. Yeah, can't go wrong with it. So construction. I mean, it's good for Ember Demon Rush, or Rush. If you put down a bunch of Ember Demons and your entire strat builds around having a lot of Ember Demons, but that's bad. Bad strat. It goes in trash tier. So, vampires. Vampires are amazing units. Not as amazing that I put them at. But, I mean, vampires in itself are amazing. They are amazing. Yeah, they are, but they aren't A plus. They're just A. But you can use them with prison here, with your prisoners. It's pretty amazing, and yeah, then you have wisdom juice, level them up. Top notch. Thunderlings. Not sure if I want them at B tier or A tier. I think I want them at B tier. They're similar like Sentinels if you don't go for mass assembly. They lack quite a lot of mana, and they're amazing for a summoning army. They're like little titans, and yeah, but they're really costly. But there's also a Thunderling Rush, which is really good, and you can only do on maps which is rich in gold. So yeah, I think it fits. It fits well. It's similar, like Bone Chill, I would say. Yeah, I think that's fine. Well of Souls, I think C. It's a solid C tier. If you want to turtle, amazing. Enemy walkers won't be able to mine your walls. They have to place down undermines with spirit walkers, and then they can breach. But yeah, it's amazing if you want to turtle. But beside of that, the radius isn't too good. I mean, it's awesome that there's some wraith, and yeah, it also does a good amount of damage. But I don't like the range. It's C tier for me, but I can see that you can put it in B tier. So then, you would say this one deserves trash, but no, you can actually use it to really turtle down, not as the door in itself, but you rotate it like the wall they support, they get an extra buff. So you have an Ogrim wall, you have your glacial door, and then some other tile. It can also be an Ogrim wall. And if you close the door, it will harden that the tile. Have a garrison behind, have some workers which repair, have a conduit behind. It will be a pain in the ass to breach. You can only breach it with Hellfire potions. And yeah, those undermines won't go through. You have to have Hellfire potions, or you can't breach. But beside of that, there's no use for it. So, Storm Vortex. Storm Vortex, cool idea with the second state where you can teleport, especially when there's a Titan. You can teleport him back, but they have amazing damage output, and they have a stun. B tier because of that stun. They actually also counter a little bit those Ember Demons. So if you have Bone Chiller and Storm Vortex, great counter against Ember Demons if you want to lock something down. And yeah, that's basically all. And now to the Titans. The Archon, S tier. The Colossus, I would also like to put in S tier. For me personally, he's S tier. But you can harm yourself so easily that I have to put him in A tier. Like, in the hands of a noob, it will just hurt yourself. You can't go with vampires if you have a Colossus. Nah. The Behemoth, still good, but B tier. You can summon him the fastest, yeah, but as a Titan in it himself, nah, man, not that good. You have Ember Demons they can breach. He has good regen, yeah, you can harass, but would that die for Colossus? If you fight against the Colossus, he's a moving monolith. He's so quick, you can steal. Okay, you should talk about the Behemoth, but the Colossus is amazing. I love the Colossus. I don't even need to use mass assembly to use the Colossus. I can go with a summoning army with the Colossus. Amazing. On Border War, just possess him, graze up the entire river. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, good. I convinced myself he's S tier. Yeah, sorry. Behemoth is still B tier. And the Eternal, don't know if he's A tier or S tier. The debuffs are amazing. He's like a moving gargoyle. A lot of damage. I think he is S tier. Yeah, those three Titans are S tier. But then, as a Titan in himself, because you can summon so quickly, okay, I move him up to A tier. Just because you can summon so quickly. What I mean, you can summon so quickly, you want to go Wrath most of the time, and you're so quickly down here. You just need to unlock him once, or one aspect here, and are here. Here you have to unlock two aspects, and you're down here. So that's why you unlock him so quickly. Yeah, sure, you can argue the same for the Eternal, but those are more situational spells. Yeah, Behemoth, A tier just for that. Okay, and pretty much that wraps it up. I think some of you find it interesting. Some of you might not agree with my list, and that's fine. I'm a very aggressive player. For a more passive player, would rank those passive ones a little bit higher. Those who like the Decrypt or Uprising would rank them higher. So yeah, there's no right and wrong. Perhaps some of you would even put the Eternal down to trash tier because whoever unlocks him, I do, but yeah, whatever. And yeah, at least I hope it was fun and entertaining, and perhaps you learned something from it and can use it into your skirmish mode or multiplayer, if it's alive. Then see you in the next one. Bye. Have a good one.